Tonight at 9, armed and dangerous. That's what police in Virginia are calling a suspect after an early morning homicide in downtown Fredericksburg. We've got the latest. Plus, automated metro that is returning 15 years after a deadly crash on the rails. Metro cars will run by a computer yet again. How passengers feel after years of safety upgrades.
And parts of the viewing area are going to deal with a little winter weather on your Sunday. We'll talk about who's under the gun with some winter alerts and talk about the forecast in general for Sunday coming up.
Plus, access to alcohol. It could expand in Maryland. The proposal that could add beer and wine to grocery shelves. Reaction tonight. And holiday returns hacks. Not every policy is treated equally. Which retailers are charging a fee to send products back and how much?
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Saturday evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. Right to it, meteorologist Scott Sumner is standing by as we look at the forecast and the hours and days ahead. And just one day ahead, it's going to be a wet Sunday, Scott.
Ben, I just looked it up. Winter solstice officially is a week away at 4:20. That's when the astronomical winter begins. Meteorological winter begins on December 1st, but not many people think of it winter on December 1st. They think of it as winter on December 21st. And yes, already seeing, as you can see here with some radar, some showers off to the west, but a lot of counties in both Maryland, Northern Virginia, as well as the eastern panhandle of West Virginia under the gun for a little bit of winter weather moving in. Right now, you can see what's happening off to the west and across Illinois, across Indiana, and parts of Missouri, and then extending further north into Wisconsin and Minnesota, as well as Iowa. There is a lot of weather here, from rain over to freezing rain, sleet and snow, up towards the Minneapolis area. This storm system is going to be moving in our direction. So we have, zooming in a little closer, winter storm warnings here in the pink, and we have winter weather advisories that are in that purple shade of color. And again, notice most of it is to the west of I-81, which is right through here. The further east you go, we're not expected to have any winter weather. Expected to be mainly rain, as noted here. But the icy conditions in between the rain and the strictly snow situation, we'll talk about how much snow could potentially fall for you folks out and towards Garrett County coming up. Ben?
All right, Scott, we'll see in a few. Well, a big change coming for Metro riders tomorrow. The agency will bring back their automated trains after 15 years, starting with the Red Line. Our Dave Laval has reaction from those riders.
The Fort Totten station is one of the places where you can pick up the Red Line and rely on train operators to get you to your destination. But starting Sunday, that job falls to someone, or should I say, something else.
Yeah, I think it's really exciting.
Tim Brennan is a frequent passenger on the Metro Red Line. As of Sunday, his train will be run automatically.
It has a potential for, if it's an automated service, you could probably do more hours for people that need it.
Metro returns to the automated service for the first time since the deadly 2009 crash near the Fort Totten station. WMATA cites significant track and safety upgrades for the decision.
That's fantastic to hear.
Matt Swirling also rides the Red Line. He's curious to see how the automated trains will roll.
We can get them quicker and get where we need to go even faster. That's awesome.
Metro's boss said earlier this week he sees another benefit.
Become more cost efficient by running in automated mode, so we can provide better service at a lower price point overall as well.
Brennan, though, did raise one red flag.
First concern that comes to mind is just loss of jobs potentially.
Metro says no need to worry. Train operators will still sit at the controls in case they're needed.
The rest of the rail lines are expected to be fully automated by the end of next year. At the Fort Totten Metro Station, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Hour. January will bring along no more Metro fare cards for many. Reaction from riders as WMATA plans to greenlight an open payment fare system. All right, over in Virginia, police say that they are investigating a deadly shooting in downtown Fredericksburg overnight. Officials responded to William Street around 1 a.m. They found Tyler Lee Jones, who was shot and sent to the hospital where he died. Police say they are looking for this man in connection to that shooting. Police consider Elijah Musgrave armed and dangerous. He is currently wanted for multiple charges, including second-degree murder. If you have any information, you're asked to call police. Well, Maryland fire officials say that a family is without a home tonight after this fire today in Rockville. Intense. Officials say the blaze started in a bedroom of this home on Randolph Road. 2 people were able to escape. Officials say both are okay. That's great news. The cause is under investigation. Well, Metro Transit police say that they confiscated this handgun from a rider on one of their buses. Police say they stopped the suspect who was attempting to skip out on his fare for the B2 bus, alleging the suspect became aggressive with officers and took off. It's during that chase, police say the suspect threw the gun away. He was arrested shortly after. This comes just days after a wanted man was arrested after boarding a Metro bus with a loaded shotgun. Officers were on patrol for people evading fares. We're told that the suspect here refused to give police his ID when they caught him not paying for a ride. They then searched him and found the loaded gun in his coat. You cannot take a gun onto public transit in D.C. All right, drone sightings in the region are becoming more reported as Max Marcilla is breaking it down from Bowie with more from the sights in the sky.
What do you think these things were?
You know, I'm really not sure. Everybody's kind of been silent on it.
It looks like a big drone.
A giant drone.
Theodore Fedler and his wife saw this in Annapolis Thursday night. He posted it online where his video now joins many others. Like this one from I-66 near Fauquier County.
It's a drone! They're all over!
And this apparent drone sighting in Bowie from Wednesday night.
But it definitely looks like a drone.
There's just no national security threat that we see. There's just no indication that this is some sort of foreign malign activity.
That's the most detailed answer to date. Those who have seen these drones like Fedler hope more answers come soon.
It's a pretty sizable object that's flying through the sky, and we were just kind of in awe about it. You know, asking what I think it was, I can't tell you. I don't think anybody can at this point. I think that's kind of, it's a little unsettling.
Well, thanks to Max. Turning now, DC News Now is your local election headquarters. Another candidate throwing their hat in the ring for Prince George's County's top office. At-large council member Calvin Hawkins officially made his announcement that he is running for county executive this week. Hawkins has served on the county council since 2018. He's hoping to replace Angela Alsobrooks, who resigned after she was elected to the U.S. Senate. Hawkins says if he wins, it's economic development, education, and public safety top of his list.
Over the next 93 days, that's all we have. You will hear the other candidates talk about their backgrounds and their plans. But what you won't hear, a proven record of serving the grassroots of our community.
The primary for the special election will be held on March the 4th. The special general election, that's May the 27th. All right, shopping for a dinner party in Maryland likely means a couple of stops, depending on what you want. It's one of only 3 states in the U.S. where you cannot buy beer and wine in grocery stores. But Governor Wes Moore hopes to change that. He posted to social media that he wants to lift the ban to, quote, put people first. He also says it would make the state more competitive.
And then we're going to have like more drunk driving and, you know, on the road. So I don't think it's appropriate.
Personally, it would be convenient for me, but you know, a lot of people don't want that element or whatever in their neighborhood. Whether it's going to be there or not is another story. But I mean, if that would help keep our taxes down, I'm for it.
And some mom and pop liquor stores are upset over the move that they say would draw business from their operations. Meantime, Maryland's neighboring states of Virginia and D.C., they allow beer and wine to be sold at grocery stores. Kids in Hyattsville ringing in the holiday season with the help of local police. Hyattsville Police, they continued their annual Shop with the Cop event for the 20th year in a row, collecting more than $9,000 in donations for lucky kids to hit the aisles at Target. One girl we caught up with says her younger brother got some sweet gifts.
He got a lot of things that he probably wanted for a long time, like toys, sweaters. He really wanted an elf on a shelf like he told me for Christmas, but he ended up getting it with the cops, so it felt good for him.
The Hyattsville Police Department has hosted that event since 2003. That's when 13 children participated in the inaugural event. Well, in D.C., officials are hoping to make the holiday season special for everybody. The Department of Corrections hosting a celebration at Audi Field for children whose parents are behind bars. Take a look.
Super excited to be here at Audi Field with DC United and the DC United Foundation supporting Hope Foundation Reentry Network's 3rd annual Christmas on the Inside event. We've got a DJ, we've got cookie decorating, ornament making, card making, face painting, but also thanks to the great work and support from all of the community, kids are able to get gifts that the Hope Foundation was able to make happen.
I was contacted about it, and it was something that I really wanted to come out for. Even if I had something I was doing, I knew this was somewhere I wanted to be. I was giving out toys and gifts to the kids that were very excited, making ornaments for my family, decorating cookies, making holiday cards, so it was a lot of fun.
The families have expanded. We went from 60 kids the first year to 120 kids the second year to now almost 250 kids now. Just looking at all the faces and all the smiles, making sure these kids get what they want, making sure these families are supported in a healthy way. I'm just excited.
It's been great to see the popularity of this event, but also to understand that a lot of the families deserve to have celebration, joy, happiness, and so we're just excited to be a part of it and to support the great work that they're doing in and outside as well.